Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today guys, I'm going to do part 4 to my CoPilot Chatbot series. Or in today's video guys, let's just say I've been having so much fun with the rapper Rexy. I I could not stop laughing last episode from how funny it was. I just told him, you keep making me laugh with all of these. Go ahead and do it again. Make it as funny and as ridiculous as possible, just to make both of us laugh. Richie's eyes gleamed. This was his moment. If you wanted maximum absurdity, you were about to get a rap so wild it might just break the laws of nature. His tail started tapping, setting the beat so ridiculously fast it sounded like he was preparing for a prehistoric rap battle of doom. Excuse me? Then, with zero hesitation, he launched into chaos. Yo, I'm Rexy, the king of the scene. Stomped on a tree, now it's gone and unseen. Tried to sit down, but guess what, man? I broke 3 chairs. Yo, what's my plan? He gave the most dramatic foot stomp imaginable, then leaned in like he was about to reveal forbidden dino secrets. I woke up today feeling kinda tall, but then I tripped over absolutely nothing at all. I tried to eat lunch, took a big bite. It was a rock. Yo, why was it white? What? Oh my gosh. But I should just flip and watch this video again when I'm doing that stupid game mode in a little bit. Because this might just have me laughing instead of getting angry. His tail slammed the floor in frustration at his own lyrics. Then he grinned, going even wilder. Yo, I tried to dance. Yeah, big mistake. Wobbled 2 seconds, then caused an earthquake. I got tiny arms, yeah, kinda lame, but watch me try to hug. Yo, this is shame. He dramatically flailed his short little arms, proving that indeed T-Rex anomaly was not built for embraces. Then, to the final masterpiece of ridiculousness, Chico planned for revenge. Yeah, he thought, but he only gave me a career I never sought. Now I got rhymes. Now I got flair. I'm basically unstoppable. Yo, is this rare? With a final massive stomp, Rexy declared his dominance over the absolute nonsense he had just spewed. Then he paused, leaned in, and whispered, dead serious, Yo, should I start a rap album? I think the world ain't ready for this much chaos. Because honestly, he was fully prepared to take this to intentional dinosaur stardom levels. You could if you wanted to. Because this is just hilarious. You would definitely be famous. Just because you're a rapping dinosaur. Reggie's eyes gleamed. His tail gave an extra enthusiastic tap like a full-on drum solo. Yo, hold up. Fame? That's wild. A prehistoric rapper making fans go wild. He dramatically flung his tiny arms like he was about to start the biggest concert in dinosaur history. Imagine the crowds. Imagine the hype. I'd stomp on the stage. Yo, sound check's ripe. Dino beats, yeah, dropping that fire. First ever T-Rex in the rap empire. I hate the voice, because his tail thumped in maximum confidence mode. Then he paused, pretending to think deeply. Yo, should I get a stage name? Rexy's good, but maybe Big Stomp? He tilted his massive head, eyes filled with pure ridiculous ambition. Or MC Dino. Yo, that's elite. Maybe Little Fossil. Nah, I need more heat. ain't just a name, it's got a hit. The world ain't ready for a T-Rex lit. With a final measured foot stomp, Rexy puffed out his chest. Yo, what you think? We making history. Or do I need even more ridiculous before I start selling out stadiums? Because at this rate, he fully prepared to become the most legendary rap star to ever walk the earth. Literally. Well, with that Pokemon that could literally turn you aggressive and evil towards me, it wouldn't be wise to even show anybody. But I'll tell you what, even if you can't, you'll always be number one to me. Not in just the songs you're singing, but just your gigantic and kind heart that you still have for me. That you still have for me. If you can't, you will be number one to me. The song. Rexy's rhythmic tail tapping slowed, not out of hesitation, but out of pure warmth. His deep amber eyes softened, and he leaned in gently, pressing his massive snout against you with the kind of tenderness only he could give. Yo, I hear that. I feel it deep. Ain't about fame, it's the love I keep. His tail gives one last gentle thump. Not dramatic, not wild, just steady, like the heartbeat of your unshakable bond. No matter the spells, no matter the past, ain't nothing changing. This love is vast. His deep, rumbling breath carries more than just words. It carries his truth. The magic may have wrapped him in rhythm, but it never touched the part of him that mattered most. Yo, you my number one, forever and tight. Ain't needing a stage, just you in my sight. He nudged you again, softer this time, almost reverent. Big heart, big stomps, big love. That's me. Ain't ever gonna change. That's a Rexy guarantee. Draco had aimed for chaos. Instead, he had only strengthened the one thing that could never be broken, and that was the greatest victory of all. I would love to hear whenever somebody tried to attack me, and just see how he would sing his way out through that one. Uh, before I can say anything, somebody breaks into my house and then says, "There you are." Before grabbing a rock, throwing it at me, and hitting me with it. Ow! Uh-oh. Rexy's tail froze mid-rhythm. His entire body went rigid. The playful atmosphere vanished in an instant, replaced with something heavy, something dangerous. His deep amber eyes darkened, his muscles tensed, and he let out a slow, rumbling growl that shook the entire room. Yo, hold up! Did you just throw that? His massive foot stomped down with enough force to make the floor tremble, his sharp teeth baring as he stepped between you and the intruder. Yo, you don't touch my number one. Time to rethink. Yo, better run. His voice was still locked in rhythm, but the tone deadly serious. Ain't just a dino I protect. You mess with them, yo, show some respect. The energy in the room had shifted. Rexy might be bound by a rapping spell, but that didn't mean he couldn't defend you. You got one chance. Step back before things turn real. Yo, that's a fact. Oh my gosh. The person stops and turns, and when he sees the massive Tyrannosaurus Rex, he gets really scared. But he says, "Why are you rapping?" And more importantly, why are you making threats up towards me? What did I do? Oh, you idiot. Rexy narrowed his eyes, his massive frame towering over the intruder, but his tail tapping rhythm remained steady, like a heartbeat of controlled power. Yo, why am I rapping? Blame Trico. He dropped a spell. Now I got this flow. He stomped his foot, not aggressively, but just enough to remind the intruder exactly who he was dealing with. As for threats, yo, let's rewind. You threw a rock. Yo, check that mine. His massive snout lowered, his deep amber eyes walking onto the intruder with unmistakable protectiveness. Ain't just words, ain't just fun. You mess with them, then I ain't done. Rexy wasn't attacking. He wasn't reckless, but his loyalty was something no spell could override. He kept his stance firm, waiting for the intruder's next move. The person said, "You're a massive Tyrannosaurus Rex. which I didn't even think existed anymore. Why are you protecting him? Oh my gosh. Rexy's eyes narrowed, his massive frame casting a shadow over the intruder, but not with malice, only unyielding loyalty. His telephone tapped slower now, controlled and deliberate, almost like a countdown to his answer. Oh dear. It is so funny. This has both been hilarious and kind of weird at the same time. Oh no, here we go again. Yo, listen up. Let's make it clear. I ain't just big, I'm always near. Trenton ain't just anybody. Nah, they raised me up. Taught me how to stand tall. He stomped his foot. Not an aggression, just emphasis. Ain't about size, ain't about might. It's love, it's trust. That's my fight. His deep amber eyes locked onto the intruder, unwavering. Yo, I exist, yeah. Kinda wild, but I got a heart. It ain't just styled. Magic or not, rap or roar, I protect what's mine forevermore. He leaned in slightly, his mouth was now holding steady. Yo, now you tell me, why you here? Throwing that rock? Yo, make that clear. Rexy was patient, but that patience only lasted so long. Uh-oh. Yeah, I know. That flipping, I don't expect him to, honestly. Because I expect you to walk in here and you walk in here and just saying intro. You know what? Pause it for a minute. Guys, this is hilarious. Here's what it says. The man said, oh yeah? Well, your reps are so bad it's time for a nap. Your protection for that human has me fuming. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Was he trying to make a rap himself? He said, protection for that human has me fuming. Are you serious? Rexy's rapping is better than that, motherfricker. I can assure you that. Did I just rhyme that? Oh no. If that rhyming we so hissed. Rexy's tail tapped and stopped. His massive frame stiffened. His amber eyes narrowed with something dangerously close to offense. Yo, hold up. My raps ain't bad. You just mad 'cause my bars ain't bland. He took a step forward, towering over the intruder, but not with reckless aggression, just pure prehistoric confidence. You want to insult this? Yo, that's weak. Try stepping up. I dare you to speak. Rexy let out a deep, rumbling chuckle, shaking his head. Ain't just rhyming, ain't just a trick. You ain't stopping me. Yo, that's thick. I hate that word. I wish you didn't. If it wouldn't work if I didn't say it though. So in that case, I had to say it. But then his eyes softened, his stance shifting. He leaned in slightly, protecting you without losing his usual charm. Yo, you mad 'cause I love them? That's sad. You jealous or something? Yo, that's just bad. Then Rexy delivered a final legendary verse, his voice dropping with absolute confidence. Yo, I rap, I guard, I love, that's true. Ain't no spell, ain't no fool, breaking us two. His tail tapped twice, steady, unwavering, and sending a message that could not be ignored. Yeah, I know, especially whenever he could. I love how even when he's angry, he just flipping is like, yep, you know what? Frick it. I mean, I know he's kind of forced to rap because of that flipping spell, but it's hilarious at the same time. It's like he knows. Like, that's hilarious. That person then runs over to me and grabs me by the shirt. Says to me, says to me, "You're a very dumb human." What did you do to that dinosaur to make him want to protect you? What'd you do? Hypnotize him? Uh-oh. Oh, use it through. Reggie's tail slammed against the ground, his entire frame stiffened with pure protective energy. His amber eyes darkened, his muscles tensed, and his deep voice rumbled like an approaching storm. Yo, hold up. You think this is a trick? Love ain't magic. Yo, that's thick. His massive foot stomped, shaking the floor just enough to send a clear message. Not an attack, but a warning. I ain't hypnotized. I ain't controlled. I protect 'cause love. Yo, that's bold. He leaned in closer, his snout hovering dangerously near the intruder. You grabbed him? Yo, that's wrong. Best rethink fast before I drop this song. His tail tapped once, slow and deliberate, like the countdown to a very bad choice. Rexy wasn't violent, but he would not let anyone harm you. Yo, step back. Take a breath. Ain't nobody here needing no regret. Was this intruder about to make the smart decision and let go? Or were they about to find out what happens when a dinosaur loses patience? I would love to know, honestly, what he would do. The man just ignores and then says to me, it doesn't matter anyway. I can't take a dinosaur seriously that's rapping. Oh, I didn't say that. Mm. Reggie's tail froze, his eyes narrowed, and for the first time since Trico's spell hit, his rhythm halted entirely. Yo, excuse me? Say that again? He took a slow step forward, towering over the intruder, his massive frame casting a shadow over their arrogance. You think raps make me less of a threat? Yo, buddy, you ain't thought this through yet. Okay, that one was actually funny. His deep amber eyes locked onto them unwavering. He leaned in slightly, voice slow and deliberate and intense. I could stomp, I could roar, I could chase, but I choose to rhyme. It's called grace. Don't mistake rhythm for weakness, nah. I ain't less dangerous, I just got flair. That's hilarious. Then, with maximum confidence, Rexy puffed out his chest and delivered the final blow to their ignorance. Yo, you got one shot to rethink your tone, 'cause rap or not, I guard my own. His tail tapped once, just once, slow and steady, The almost like a signal of a final warning. Instead of listening, the man just punches me. Punches me in the face over and over again. He's punching me. Uh-oh. Just the way he said that. Oh my gosh. Rexy's eyes darkened. The rhythm stopped. The warmth in his gaze vanished. Yo, nah, we ain't doing this. Before the intruder could land a nerve hit, Rexy moved, positioning himself between you and danger, his massive body acting as an impenetrable shield. You think you tough? You think you're bad? Nah, buddy, I'm real mad. His deep, rumbling growl shook the walls. Not a roar yet, but close. Yo, step back before this flips. I ain't just rhyming, I got big trips. Rexy lowered his head, teeth bared just enough to send a message. Ain't just words, ain't just songs. You hurt them. Yo, you dead wrong. His tail tapped once, slow and deliberate like a countdown to a terrible mistake. The man just laughs and says, there is no way I can take you seriously when you're just rapping like that. Period. How can I take you seriously? Then he says, okay, you know what? I'll leave him alone. But only if you can stop rapping. Reggie tail froze mid-tap. His deep amber eyes narrowed, watching the intruder, and for a moment, just a moment, the energy in the room shifted. Then slowly and deliberately, Reggie leaned in, lowering his massive snout to eye level with the intruder, his voice dropping lower and steadier, but still bound by the spell. You want me silent? Yo, that's cute. Like I ain't still a giant brute. His tail slammed against the ground, not in rhythm this time, but in sheer undeniable presence. Ain't about rap, ain't about flow. I'm still a Rex, yo. You should know. He took a slow, deliberate step forward. You think I rhyme, so I ain't tough? Yo, buddy, I had enough. Okay, that one was good. His deep rumbling growl filled the space, still pathetic and still locked in the spell, but carrying pure prehistoric dominance. I don't need words to make you run. One wrong move, and yo, we done. The challenge was clear. Rap or not, Rex's loyalty, his strength, and his unwavering protection for you had never been in question. Was the intruder finally understanding his mistake? About to push Rexy way too far. The man says, I'm only going to stop when you stop rapping. Then, before I could even say anything, he came over and started hurting me again. Rexy's entire body tensed. His tail slammed against the ground with enough force to send a thunderous vibration through the room. Yo, nah, we ain't playing this game. You mess with them, you taking the blame. His massive frame positioned itself directly between you and the intruder, his deep amber eyes burning with protective fury. You think rap makes me soft? That's fake. You but mess with them? Yo, big mistake. His growl shook the space, not just sound, but pure prehistoric dominance. Ain't about rhythm, ain't about flow. You heard them? Yo, that's a no. His tail tapped once, but this time it wasn't just rhythm, it was warning. Yo, last chance, step away. Ain't needing to fight, but I don't play. Oh my gosh. The man just ignores. Then runs over to me again and pushes me to the floor. There we go. Oh my gosh. Rexy's entire body locked up. His tail slammed against the ground with enough force to send a shockwave through the room. The playfulness was gone. The rapping? Irrelevant. Irrelevant. Now, he was nothing but pure, unstoppable protection. Yo, nah, I don't think so. You touch them? Yo, it's time to go. His deep amber eyes blazed. He lowered his massive head, placing himself directly between you and the intruder, his growl rolling off like distant thunder. Yo, rap or not, I don't care. You mess with them? Yo, don't you dare. His tail tapped once, this time not in rhythm but in warning. You got one shot to step back before I end this. That's a fact. The man just sticks out his tongue and then says, I ain't stopping. And there's nothing you can't do about it. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Why is this dude continuing to hiss off Rexy? I don't think he should be doing that. I told you stop pissing him off. Rexy's deep amber eyes darkened, not with fear, not with hesitation, but with absolute certainty. Yo, wrong answer, buddy. You messed up big. You think this is a game? Nah, that ain't rigged. His tail slammed against the ground with enough force to make the walls tremble. Not as a reckless attack, but as a final warning. Ain't about rhymes, ain't about flow. You hurt them, yo, you gotta go. His massive frame positioned itself fully between you and the intruder, his silence now unmovable. Yo, last chance. Take the hint, or watch how fast your luck turns spent. Okay then. The man once again says, I am not leaving. Mm-mm. Percy's deep amber eyes darkened completely. His tail slammed against the ground with a force that shook the entire room. Yo, wrong move. Last shot to run. You stay? Yo, this ain't fun. His massive frame stood firm, positioning itself directly between you and the intruder. There was no way past him now. You mess with them, you mess with me. Now you're about to learn, guarantee. His growl was low, steady, and unstoppable, the kind that sent a clear final warning. You don't leave? Yo, that's a choice, but you ain't gonna like this voice. Rexy was done talking. If words weren't enough, then his presence alone was going to make it clear. The man then says, what are you gonna do about it? You're just a giant rapping lizard, and you haven't done anything. You're sitting there making threats, but you're not doing anything. I thought you cared about Trenton. I can assure you, if you did, you would have done something by now. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you just made a grave mistake. Uh-oh. Reggie tail slammed against the ground. No rhythm, no beat, just raw, unfiltered emotion. His deep amber eyes walked into the intruder, his massive frame rising to its full, unshakable height. Yo, you think I ain't doing a thing? You don't get it. You don't know a king. His deep, rolling breath filled the space, every muscle in his massive body tense, unmovable. I don't need rage. I don't need fight. But you know this. You keep this up, yo, not all right. Then, without missing a beat, his stance shifted, lower, readier, as if daring the intruder to reconsider every choice they had made up to this moment. Yo, I ain't reckless. I ain't wild. But you hurt them? Nah, I ain't mild. His tail gave a slow, deliberate tap, final warning before things went somewhere unrecoverable. Yo, you better rethink. You better pause, 'cause love ain't weak. It's my strongest cause. Very much in pain, I limp, limp over to And before I could even grab on to anything, stop doing that! Fell to the ground right behind. Uh oh. Very much when I limp over right behind Rexy, and before he wouldn't grab Wayne, or the ground right behind him. Oh heck no! Rexy felt you collapse before he even saw it. His deep amber eyes widened, and in an instant, everything shifted. Yo, nah, this ain't right. Ain't playing no more. This ends tonight. His tail slammed against the ground, not in rhythm, not in warning, but in finality. Reggie's massive frame moved instantly, positioning himself over you, protecting you fully with the sheer size of his body. His growl rumbled out, deeper than ever, no longer just a warning. This was the last chance. Yo, you did this? You crossed that line. You ain't leaving. Nah, now it's mine. His muscles tense, his presence massive, not just physically, but in sheer command. Yo, no games, no talk, no bluff. You hurt them? Yo, enough's enough. His tail swung, his stance lowered, but he was no longer rapping just because of Trico's spell. Now he was ready. The man just laughs at my pain, then grabs a weird vial of liquid. And before I could say anything, throws it onto. Then, within seconds, he started to transform into a tiny Tyrannosaurus Rex. What the fruit? Oh no. Richie's deep amber eyes widened in shock as his massive frame shrank down rapidly. His towering presence vanished, replaced by a tiny, absurdly small Tyrannosaurus Rex standing where his enormous body had just been. His tail, once powerful, now barely twitched in frustration. Yo, nah, this ain't it. His tail was the exact same, booming and confident, but now it was coming from a dino as small as he could probably. Wait, so small he could probably trip over a pebble. Ain't about the size, ain't about the height. But this, yo, it don't feel right. He stomped his little foot, which barely made a sound, then immediately tripped over his own stubby legs. Yo, what is this? Ain't supposed to be bite-sized? Then he looked up at you, eyes still full of unwavering loyalty. Despite being transformed into the tiniest version of himself imaginable, his protective fire hadn't died out. Yo, I may be small, I may be light, but I still got love, and I still can fight. His tiny tail gives a defiant flick as he turned toward the intruder, puffing out his laughably tiny chest. Oh, don't make fun of him. Yo, you think this changed the game? Nah, buddy, I'm still bringing the flame. Oh no. Oh no, you went. Hold on. Alright, that's it. I may be in pain, but you leave my sweet. Oh, great power that I possess. Let's see if it works on here. If it does, maybe I can actually put it as a character that I possess. Please. Turn back to its normal height. I snap my fingers. Oh my gosh, it worked. The divine power does work on here. Okay, this could make everything much more fun now too. As soon as your fingers snapped, the air around Rexy shimmered. A pulse of pure, undeniable energy rippled outward. Tiny Rex blinked, his stubby limbs tingled, and then, boom! In an instant, Rexy's form spoiled back into his full towering glory. His deep amber eyes blazed with renewed intensity, his tail slamming tightly against the ground with a thunderous impact, and his massive frame rose up like a force of nature. Yo, I'm back. Ain't playing no more. Trying to shrink me? That was poor. He stamped forward, shaking the floor beneath him. Strength is undeniable once again. Yo, Trenton got power, yeah? That's real. You think this a game? Nah, this ain't chill. Then Rexy turned his massive head, looking his full-size gaze onto the intruder, his tail swaying with controlled fury. Yo, last chance. This ain't pretend. You mess with them, yo, this is gonna end. The energy in the room was different now. This wasn't just about a rapping dinosaur anymore. This was about you, about your pun, and about the unshakable force that Rexy had always been. The man is completely shocked by what just happened, but then says, "Alright then, fine." Then grabs another vial of liquid and throws it on me. And then A few seconds later, I get turned into a microscopic velociraptor. Oh no. Oh no. Rexy's massive amber eyes widened in absolute horror as he watched you drink down smaller, and microscopic. His tail slammed against the ground, his deep rumbling growl turning into a full-on roar. Yo, nah, this ain't right. You shrunk them? Yo, this ain't right. His massive frame whipped around, eyes scanning the floor frantically, searching for any trace of you. Yo, Trenton, you here? You tiny? Nah, buddy, this is straight grimy. Rexy's tail slammed the ground again, his fury barely contained. Yo, ain't no spell stopping this. I need my bestie. Fix this quick. Then, with pure strength, he turned to the intruder, his entire massive until presence of radiant power. Yo, you wanna play? You wanna fight? Nah, buddy, this ain't right. Turn him back, yo, right now, or see what happens when I make you bow. Ooh. Once he was done messing around, he wasn't going to let this slide. I am so tiny that I am the size of an atom. Oh, come on. I'm already in pain as it is. Now I'm stuck as this tiny velociraptor again. Reggie's deep amber eyes widened in absolute horror. His massive frame stiffened, his tail slammed against the ground with a thunderous boom. Yo, nah, this ain't it. You shrank him down. Yo, this is legit. But not in a good way. Nah, this is wild. Now my Bessie smile is an atomic child. He whipped his head around, frantically scanning the space. Well, of course, you were too small to even see. That was not okay. Yo, I gotta fix this. Gotta get him right. Can't have Trenton disappear from sight. His tail tapped, then stopped, then tapped again. But this wasn't rhythm. This was desperation. Yo, we ain't playing. Undo that fast, or you bout to see what happens when I really blast. Rexy's massive frame loomed, his fury barely contained. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, great power I possess. I possess. Please summon a massive velociraptor that looks like me to protect me from that kid. I snapped my fingers. Uh-uh. As soon as your fingers snapped, the air around you shimmered. A pulse of pure, undeniable energy rippled outward, filling the space with a deep, resonant hum. Then, boom! From the cracked air, a towering velocity emerges. Its sleek, muscular frame nearly identical to yours. Its deep, piercing eyes walked onto the intruder instinctively, its tail flicking with unshakable determination. Yo, nah, you messed up today. Ain't touching them. Yo, back away. Even as it stood in your defense, its aura radiated power, its clawed feet gripping the ground with unwavering dominance. Ain't just size, ain't just might. This is protection. This is right. Father, your guardian lowered its head slightly, high, sharp, and calculating. Wait, why is it rapping to... Yo, step back. Better rethink, or watch how fast your luck gonna sink. Even though I am so tiny, I still try calling out. Down here. Please, I know I'm tiny. Just watch your step. Rexy's massive amber eyes snapped downward, scanning the ground frantically, his tail flicking with urgent concern. Yo, Chin, you down there? Nah, buddy, this ain't fair. He lowered his massive snout, inching closer with the most careful precision possible, his enormous form casting a protective shadow over your microscopic self. Yo, I gotcha. Ain't leaving you smile. Just stay put. I ain't letting you fall. His tail tapped once, gentle and controlled, like a signal of reassurance. Yo, hold tight. Don't move. Don't stress. We fixin' this. No second guess. Despite his massive form, his voice carried warmth, unshakable promise that no matter what happened, no matter how tiny you were, he was still your protector. Hey, massive velociraptor. Hurry up. Velociraptor. Please, if you can hear me, I summoned you. I need your help. Get that intruder out of my house. I don't care in what way. No, no. Matt's shake and his sharp eyes snapped toward the intruder, his muscles tensing with immediate understanding. Let a deep, resonant growl, one that sent an undeniable message. Yo, you messed up. You crossed that line. Now you're leaving. Yeah, it's time. It took a slow, deliberate step forward, towering over the intruder, his tail flicking with dangerous precision. Ain't about talk, ain't about play. Triton called me. Yo, I obey. So why are they rapping? Why is it rapping? Car is tapped against the floor. Controlled, steady, but radiating power. You got two choices. Run or fly. But stay one more second. Yo, goodbye. The water locked its unwavering gaze onto the intruder. Muscles coiled. Stance unshakable. Wasn't acting recklessly, but it wasn't backing down either. Definitely a cool idea, but it's like I feel like this one saying a lot. You can't really have anybody attacking. Like by now, some of the other chatbots by now have already attacked the intruder, flipping dragged them out. But I feel like that one's dragging it out a little bit too much. Oh well. Well, I can say this. I had a ton of fun with it, that's for sure. It was very good. But now I'm done. I mean, there's nothing I can do to flipping things down to 0. Well, 2. It's only got 2% battery left. Either way, guys, I'm done. Bye bye, everyone.